Hello and welcome. I'm Morgan Wiebert, and today we're going to be doing a practice that leads us into loving our body and loving ourselves. So often we can be critical of our body and judgmental and comparative and really almost separate ourselves from this beautiful vessel that carries us through life. But really, this is our gift, and this is the one body we get to live in. So today we'll work to really embrace it with love and kindness. We're going to be using two of my favorite techniques, EFT tapping and yin yoga. Let's get started. We'll begin sitting in a comfortable position and do just a few rounds of tapping. So start tapping the side of the hand. And you can choose to do this practice with your eyes open or closed. It's up to you. Following the points with me and repeating after me. Even though sometimes I am critical of my body, right now, I'm choosing to love and support myself. Even though at times I can reject this body, I am open to deeply loving it and to deeply honoring myself. Top of the head. All these points stimulate our energy through acupressure and the meridian system, as well as stimulate our brain to fire differently and therefore to shift perspectives. Tapping this top of the head and saying out loud after me, I am open to deeply loving and honoring my body. In between the eyebrows, even though I don't like the way it looks sometimes, side of the eye, even though I might not like the way it feels sometimes, below the eyes, I'm open to deeply appreciating myself, below the nose and my body, tapping the chin. I'm open to deeply accepting my body as it is, below the collarbones, and honoring it as the temple that carries me through life. Tapping the front of the ribs. I choose to release all the criticism, all the judgment, all that makes me think I'm not good enough. I choose to release that and inhabit this body as a gift through which I get to experience this beautiful life. Top of the head. So grateful that I have a brain and a head to think. In between the eyebrows, so grateful that I get to experience all that I get to experience. Tapping the side of the eye through all of my senses. So grateful for the way this body enables me to experience all of life. Tapping below the eye and see all of life's beauty. Below the nose enables me to do work in the world that is meaningful to me. Tapping the chin carries me through so many places and so many situations. Below the collarbone. So grateful that all I am able to do and experience through this body front of the ribs, recognizing there is nothing wrong with me. Even if I have difficulties with aspects of my body. Tapping the top of the head. Just like all of life, my body is constantly changing. In between the eyebrows, I choose to love and accept all the changes. Tapping the side of the eye. Choose to know that my worth is not based in my looks or in my body, but in my spirit. Below the eye. So grateful to this body for carrying me through, for carrying my spirit through this life. Below the nose. So grateful to all the organs for constantly processing nutrients and toxicity, tapping the chin, nourishing and supporting me. Below the collarbones, so that my spirit may move through this world. I choose to honor this body so that my spirit may expand in this world. Rest both hands over your heart now. Allow your eyes to close and just take a few deep breaths there. Long exhales. Breathing in the witnessing of your body as the vessel for your spirit. Breathing out criticism and judgment. Breathing in gratitude for all the ways your body supports your spirit and all your intentions. And when you feel ready to, allowing the eyes to softly open. Let's move into a little nourishment of this body. We're going to begin with a bit of stretching through our lovely feet. But before we do that, we're just going to give the feet a little massage. So taking one foot up onto the other thigh, and I want you to use your thumbs and just massage down the arch of your foot. So from the heel all the way up. Doing that a couple of times and kneading it, whatever feels good, just massaging the foot. In the Chinese medicine tradition, they chart all of the organs onto our feet. So just massaging your foot, hitting some of the pressure points on the foot can actually have a real positive impact on the entire body. Good. One more little. Pressing into wherever feels good for you. And then we'll switch sides. Coming to the other side. And as you give your foot a little massage right now, drop into gratitude for all the places your feet carry you. Imagine not having feet. And shift into touching your body, both with your hands and with your mind, from this place of deep, deep appreciation. Recognizing all the places you've been because you could walk there. Good. Let's let that foot go. And we're going to come onto our knees now. And we're going to do a deeper stretch through the soles of our feet. So tuck the toes under, sitting onto the heels. Now, for some of you, this might be really, really strong. You can always bring your hands to the floor in front of you, or if you have a bolster, hands to the bolster. And we're just sitting in this for a little bit, letting the soles of the feet stretch. I'll invite you to simply close your eyes and deepen your breath now. And even as there may be discomfort in the feet, can you choose to breathe in love and compassion and deep gratitude to those feet, all the places they've carried you through, all the jobs they've held you up in, all the places you've stood. Releasing the tension in the feet, and as you do, releasing judgment of our body, starting to let that go. Imagine it's going to drain out your feet into the earth. Maybe adding a little sway to this. We're only holding 15 more seconds. Breathing in appreciation. Breathing out impatience or criticism with ourself or our body. Good. Taking one more big breath in here. Long sigh. And then coming forward onto hands and knees, release those toes. Perhaps give them a little pitter patter or pick up the feet and circle the ankles. Excellent. And then we'll cross those ankles and come to a seat. Extend your right leg long, lean into the right hip, and you're going to pull your left foot off to the side so it's coming next to the hip now. Now, you might be able to get the hips to sit square. You might not. You might need to find a cushion or a towel or a blanket and elevate your hips a little bit more. So we're going to work to stretch the top of this left thigh to begin. The right leg can stay straight. For some of us, it'll be more comfortable bent up like this. And then you're just going to walk your hands back until you feel a stretch. So everybody has different levels of flexibility. You might find you're more comfortable on the floor. You might find you can come onto your elbows. You might prefer having that leg straight. You might even come all the way onto your back. So wherever you've chosen to go, we're just going to rest here for a little bit, getting a nice stretch into the top of the thigh and allowing your eyes now to close. Taking some deep breaths into your belly and long sigh out. Breathing in loving attention down into that left thigh. And breathing out any criticism that you may have had towards your thighs. These big, beautiful, strong muscles that enable us to do so much. For women, they're strong and they hold us up and they help us carry babies, carry all that weight. They help us move through our life, hold us steady, hold us strong. Have a play with looking, even opening your eyes, looking at your thigh and seeing it as beautiful and strong. As the thigh releases the tension that might be held within it, imagine that you're also letting go of any of the judgments that you've held in your thighs. or in your knees or in your legs. We all get so lost and caught in ideals of external beauty and our worth tied up in all these ideals, and into ideals of perfect bodies that aren't even real. We're just resting into this 30 more seconds. Let yourself relax. Let your body go a little bit deeper. And let your mind relax a little bit more into the possibility of your body being perfect and beautiful exactly as it is. Let the tension melt out of your body, and let the belief in unworthiness or anything wrong with your body melt away as well. And let's take one more big breath in. Big sigh out. Use your hands to draw your torso up. Once again, lean into that right hip. Take whatever was underneath out from underneath you. Extend that leg long. And then lie back onto your back into a comfortable position on your back. Close your eyes. Observe all the sensations going down that left leg. On that sensation, send love. Open up your relationship to your body to being that of all that you're able to experience through your body. Drawing your knees up into your chest, give them a little hug, a little circle, a little rock. And then bringing yourself up to a seat, we'll take that to the other side. So this time, the left leg will be straight. Lean into that left hip. Pull the right foot to the outside of the right hip. If you need to bring something underneath your hips to elevate them, do that. And then start to draw yourself back to wherever's comfortable. And if it's just on your hands, that's perfect. It truly is. If it's elbows, if it's back, if it's bolster, that's fine as well. Remembering you can keep this left knee bent if that's more comfortable for you, or straight. And then just closing your eyes. Breathing into your belly. So in the yogic energetic system, we understand that our legs are our energetic channels into the earth. And when we feel connected and aware of our legs, that connection to the earth grows stronger, which means our stability gets better, our steadiness gets better, both physically but also mentally and emotionally. So often, for many reasons, we'll disconnect from parts of our body. We'll almost disown them. I don't like my butt. I don't like my thighs. And then we don't pay attention to them. And that pulls the energy away from those areas. And it can reduce the energetic function of those regions. So the legs, the hips, the thighs are our foundation, this amazing capacity to connect us to the wisdom of Mother Earth, to the wisdom within us, and to our strength, our steadiness, and our stability. So start to feel into right now your legs and your thighs as this beautiful, powerful goddess foundation underneath you. Holding just 30 more seconds, let yourself feel and embody that. Letting go of any illusions, misperceptions around what they should be, and just honor them for what they are, your foundation, your connection to earth and strength. One more big breath in. And a long breath out. Slowly draw yourself up. Once again, let your weight lean into the left. Release that right leg. Let it rest on the floor. And we always come into these rebound, neutral positions. You can always keep the knees bent if that's more comfortable. Close your eyes, visualize an image of you standing strong and powerful, anchored and steady in this world. Good. Drawing knees up into the chest, a little circle of the knees. And then bringing yourself once again back up to a seat. Moving into a butterfly pose. So soles of the feet together, knees apart. And if you feel any discomfort in your knees, you can bring things under your thighs to prop them up so there's less outward pressure on that knee joint. And we're going to simply fold forward into a butterfly pose now. So allowing the head to drop, the spine to round, getting a nice stretch through the outer hips here, through the outer thighs, into the low back, and a little bit of compression into our belly, into our organs, which is actually really good. A little compression and then release through the belly is very helpful for bringing blood flow through the organs. And as you fold forward here, letting the eyes close, breathe more deeply into your belly. And as you breathe deeply into your belly, feel how it opens and softens the hips, the low back, the base of the pelvic bowl. Let your eyes close and just feel your breath moving through all those regions, belly, hip, pelvic bowl. Sending gratitude into all of your organs. Gratitude into your belly. Into all of the organs for assimilating and processing all the food we eat. Clearing out toxicity out of our system, bringing nutrients to us. For the women, gratitude to all our ovaries, our womb, for bringing life into this world. Acknowledging any negative self-talk you might have sometimes around your belly. And forgive yourself for that. And make a choice right now to let that go and to see your belly as this beautiful source of creation and regeneration. Whether you have children or not, it is the energetic center of this. Breathe into yourself as a beautiful, creative force. Your body, a physical manifestation of the creative force moving through you. letting go of the criticism, the judgment, and the doubt, and beginning to witness yourself as the miracle of life unfolding within you, as you, through you. Breathe that deeply into hips and belly. One more deep breath in here. Long sigh out. Slowly drawing yourself all the way up. And coming on to your back now. Let the knees come together, taking that rebound position. Again, you can keep the knees bent or straight. And noticing this expanse of awareness and sensation around the hips, the low back, and the belly. Extending your left leg long now. We'll move into a spinal twist. Draw your right knee up into your chest and then take the right knee across the body into a spinal twist. Breathing up and down your spine, your backbone. Thanking your spine for supporting you in this life. Even if it's had injuries, honor that your spine is doing its best, working for you. Holding the great spinal cord that branches into 1,000 tiny little nerves that enable us to feel, touch, taste, smell, see, experience the majesty of the world through our senses. Thank your spinal cord for the experience of life moving through you. One more big breath here. And on your exhale, coming back into your center. And then we'll take that twist to the other side. So extending the right leg long, draw the left knee up, scoot the hips, draw yourself into a twist. And just breathe. Let the posture do the work on you. Observe this stretching across your chest, lungs. Breathe deeply up into the top lobes of your lungs. Thanking your lungs for bringing the breath of life into you, moment after moment after moment. Working for you, energizing you. Thank you, lungs. Feel how the lungs hug the heart, the center of love and compassionate awareness that beats endlessly, an unbroken rhythm. This is the translation of the Anahata chakra, unbroken rhythm. Sending blood and nourishment to every single cell into your brain. And taking out the toxicity, taking out anything that might make you sick. Filtering it through the lymph. Clearing you out, keeping you vibrant. Thank you to the heart, to the circulatory system, One more big breath here. And then exhale, release back to your center. And just come to rest now on your back. Awareness of your whole body, vibrating with awareness. Wrapping your whole body in love and appreciation. From the crown of the head, down the face, down the shoulders, arms, spine, to the toe tips and fingertips. Thanking your body with every breath. I'll encourage you to stay resting here for as long as you have time to. And when you feel ready to come up, do it mindfully, do it slowly, do it lovingly. May you know that you are beautiful and that you are perfect just as you are. Thank you for coming to practice. Namaste.